Here, Vision Spoken English has brought you a new video and new session. It can be said that, and in this video, you are going to learn how to remember vocabulary for a long time and what are the 50 really practical ways to learn vocabulary. And the first tip that I'm going to give you is read, and listen. Reading really works. Newspapers and novels will expose you in front of people, okay, and it would not encounter in everyday conversations. In similar ways, listening to news and even audiobooks with greatly improves your vocabulary. So, and the second tip that I'm going to give you is track your vocabulary learning progress with your phone or book. Whenever you are reminding any vocabulary, just try to talk to yourself. If you are lagging, if you are doing a mistake, if you are not able to find new vocab, it means you are bad at this, okay? So keep your mind on this. Just keep watching that. Are you really remembering all vocabularies? Are you having any problem while saying? If no, then it's good. If yes, then you need to enhance your vocabulary. As like you can look at me whenever I'm talking to you, whenever I'm making any podcast, I don't have any vocab problem, as you can look at me, okay? So in this keeping track of your vocabulary, you will have to learn an excellent way of ensuring that you are making progress. It will also keep you motivated to keep learning new words. And the third tip that I would like to give you is have a word of the day. Use any application like vocabulary builder and any more. You just go to Play Store and download any vocabulary application that will give you word of the day. Every day you will get new word, and this is how you can use that word in your daily conversation. And in 365 days, you will get 365 new words without doing anything. It will just come to your notification. You just need to read that, and that's all. How cool is that, right? So there are calendar applications, even website that will give you new vocabulary every day to keep your vocabulary list growing over the time. Now just imagine that within an year, you will be able to remember vocabulary total 365. That's not a small amount. Just don't ignore that, okay? Don't underestimate that. And fourth tip that I would like to give you is have a vocabulary list on the wall. If you're not be able to remind any vocabulary at the time, then just write it down and just put it just paste it on a wall, and whenever you're waking up, you just look at the wall and then just remind that make sentences from that vocabulary. So it will really help you keeping a list of vocabulary around you. Whenever you're ensure that you will remember new vocabs, okay? Whenever you're not doing anything, just look at that, just remember, try to read that, and it will be really interesting. Fifth trick is play games. Word games can be fun and at the same time quite educational too. So play puzzle, word jumbles, Scrabble, and arrangements of learning new words will be fun way. Like just download any application that can help you to find new words. There are many games you can play with words. When you are learning anything with a fun way, that's really interesting. Okay, just have you remember in childhood you were reminding anything? It was really hard, but at this time it's really easy. Because nowadays our technology has made it easy, just because you can learn everything with a practical and funny way, just like in this podcast you're enjoying it, just because I'm telling you everything that you need to know in this, okay? So play games. And sixth that I'm going to tell you is have a dictionary and dictionary around you. Whenever you're having whenever you're living at any place, just keep a diary or any dictionary around you. When you can't find a meaning of new words, in case if you're not able to find any word, actually you don't need it, because you can have your phone, okay? If you're not having your phone with you every time, just then you can have your any dictionary. It will help you. Like the practical way is when you are finding any new word in that dictionary, you will have to look at hundreds of words at the same time, and this is how just for finding one word you will have to read hundreds of words. So it will be really easy for you to understand, and it will be really easy for you to learn new words every day. And seventh, I would like to tell you is practice. Once you have heard or read a new vocab or word, do not stop knowing that what it means. Try using a sentence perfectly. You can use that in conversation. If there is no one who can do a conversation with you, just don't stop. Just talk to yourself, and that's all. Start a blog. Starting a blog has never been easier. Having a reason to write something every day while having a blog will, really, it will give you a great result and grow through your vocabulary over the time. Okay, just make videos of the things that you like. Okay, and while making those videos, speak that vocabs that is really hard for you. You don't need to upload those videos on internet or social media sites. You just keep that in your phone and make that video again and again. Whenever you are perfect, when you consider yourself that now video is perfect, just stop making that. It's really good way. And next, as ninth way that I'm going to tell you, is translate words into your own language. If you're not able to understand any word, if you're really feeling bad while remembering any word, just translate that word to your language. When you try to translate vocabulary words into your own language, they are committed to mind much faster. You will learn to use them better as well. And 10th that I'm going to tell you is learn about English and American culture. It will really help you. Okay, stalking an interest of cultures and speaking English speaking countries rather than language alone can greatly enhance your interest to learning a language and help you master English vocabulary faster. 11th way is try vocabulary quizzes. When you test yourself, you will know that whether you are making any progress or not. This is why vocabulary quizzes can so helpful while learning English vocabularies. 12th tip is use English news broadcast or other resources to hear new word in contrast. 13th I'm going to tell you is correspond with an English pen friend. Having an English friend will exchange corresponding with can greatly improve your English skills and vocabularies based on the language he uses or she uses. Write down new words. 14th tip that I'm going to tell you is write down new words. Whenever you hear about any new word, write it down. It makes it easier to remember this in future. This is always a great way to improve your English vocabulary. Next is use pictures. Pictures can greatly enhance how faster you can memorize new words. So try to learn vocabularies, words and images associated with them. If you are trying to remember any vocabulary and if you're not able to do that, search that word on Google and then you will get thousands of pictures using them. And whenever you will look that stuff in real life, you will remember that. Like you're not able to remember pumpkin in your own language or English, just search this on Google and you will get thousands of results. Within that result you will see many pumpkins, and when you will look at pumpkins in your real life, then you will recall this vocab in your real life. So it's really easy. If you can't do this, just download an application. I think I'm forgetting the name of that application. Actually, that was I'm sorry, I don't have remember, but I'll try to put that in my description. You just need to go to the description and don't go to description without liking this video and then without subscribing. You can't do that because okay, so you just need to go to description. I will put the link of that application. That application helps you to find new words associated with any picture. So it's really interesting way to learn new vocabularies. And 16th is learn with other people. There are many other people who are interested in learning new words in English. As you like, you can join them and learn these words faster. It can expose yourself. You can expose yourself to vocabulary you would not have found yourself out. Like if you are speaking to yourself, it's not consciously, you're not looking at the language that you're speaking. But when you are speaking any language in front of anyone, they are observing you. They will observe you. They will look at the mistakes, and it's really, really important. 17th is don't be scared. If you're not be able to find new words, just don't be scared. When you're talking to someone and you're not be able to remember any vocab at the time of speaking, don't get afraid. Just think that this is your examination. You will have to pass. Either you do cheating or you think with your mind. So you will have to pass exam, and that's why when you're talking to someone and you're not able to revise, recall any vocab, you'll have to continue your talk. Just think, if you're talking about any word and you're not able to recall that word, what you have to say on this, you just try to use any other words in your conversation, and you will have to make sure the words that you're using at the place of that word should be correct, and that should give a real meaning. Just like first, 18 years as to create a new word and learn with people and events. Okay, just think about a word and talk about that word, okay, in front of your group. You can make your WhatsApp group, and within that group you can have new vocabs. Everyone will send vocabularies in that group and you will enjoy that. Okay, so when you learn a bunch of new words, try to make sentences with them, and they should be stick, and it will also improve your confidence when you're using them in your future. Like you know about every word, but you don't know how to use that in a sentence. Is it possible to use that word in your conversation? It's impossible. So for doing this, you will have to use that word in any sentence. If you're using any word into a sentence, then your mind will observe the meaning of the word, and it will really understand that what is the use of that word, and when the mind have to use that. So 20th tip that I'm going to give you is learn the root of the words. Learn the words, which is this is really basic. Okay, if you're really new in vocabularies, so don't worry, you will have to revise the vocabulary which is being used by us in our daily life. Many English words like Latin, Greek and American origin, and learning how they are created can generally enhance how well you understand and use them in the future. And even you can revise the vocabs that is being used by us in our daily life. It will really help you. 21st step is study words formation chart. Is just like using a word formation chart is really a great way to keep the motivation and to learn new words going. Okay, and if you're not able to revise any word or vocab, repeat the word at least 7 times to remember it. At least 7 times to remember it. But still you're not able to do that, make sentences, make different types of sentences. I'm pretty sure it will help you a lot. And next one is create vocabulary themes. Try coming up vocabularies around the certain themes. It will increase the memories with such words. Knowing the parts of word is really important. Understanding the different parts of a word can help you to figure out vocabulary words that their meaning are more intuitive, which can improve how well you understand you and use them in your conversation. Learn new vocabularies through English stories, song and films. You're watching a film. I know that for learning English, you're watching hundreds of films. If you're not able to understand any vocab, don't stop, don't ignore. Because in future, you're going to use that in your conversation. You're going to stuck with that word if someone will use that word in your conversation. So don't ignore any word. Don't underestimate any word. If you're watching a movie and someone has said something and you're not understanding what is the meaning of that word, just don't stop. Go to Google. Do everything, but just know about that. Because if it is being used in any movie, it simply means it can be used in your conversation. So don't stop. If you're watching any movie, you're having a new word that you don't understand, Google it. Just do Google Translate, but try to learn that, because you will have to use that word in your conversation. Next one is learn prefix and suffix. It is really important for making new words from old words. It's really important to learn suffix and prefix. Just like from beauty, beautiful, amazing, amazement. just like this, there are many words which gets created by other words. So you need to learn this. Prefix comes before the word and suffix comes after the word. A lot of words are created by adding these word parts. So learning more about them can go a long way in making progress of learning vocabulary easier, okay? And you can also use flashcards. Just like flashcard can be a great at helping you to learn new words as they are fun to use. And next one is give yourself weekly word to use. Every week have a list of new vocabularies, words that you intend to use. This will really convenience. It will also help you to grow vocabulary over time. And next one is use dictionary websites. Dictionary websites are great in that addition to telling you the meaning of the word. You can often find many examples of how to word are being used, and you can master their context much better. Just download an application related to translation. You can download Google Translate. It is recommended by me. If you are not using it, use uTranslate. It is also good in that. If you are from India, use Hindi to English translation. It will be amazing, I'm telling you. Next trip that I'm going to give you is, the next step that I'm going to give you is write an explanation of word in English. If you're not able to understand that word, write the explanation, make more synonyms, make more antonyms. It's really easy to revise any vocabulary. It's really easy. You just need to know these tips. And before this video, you were unaware of that. But just because of this video, you are knowing everything. If you're liking this video, if you're really understanding, if you're really learning anything from this video, just don't skip it. Just try to subscribe and click the bell icon as well as like button. Don't worry, I'm not going to finish this video here because it's just 30 tips that I've given you. There are 20 more tips that will really help you. Like if there are 50 tips, I am pretty sure that you are not going to use 50 out of 50. You can use 5 or 6 out of 50, which is really important, okay? Next tip that I'm going to give you is when you're watching English videos, then turn on subtitles. When you're watching YouTube videos related to English, just turn the subtitle on. When I'm looking at my YouTube subscribers, most of them are not enabling YouTube subtitles, and maybe that is the reason they skip my video within a minute, because they are not able to understand what I'm trying to say. Just because of my accent or just because of my fluency, they are not able to understand. So I want to tell you that if you're watching this video, just turn the subtitle on, or you're watching any other video, don't ignore subtitles. Just because of this subtitle, you will understand the meaning of the word, because you're looking at the video and you're looking at the person who is speaking. Yes, you're looking at the situation when the person is speaking this word. So it's really important. And the next tip that I'm going to give you is enjoy yourself with the words that you learn. When you're learning any word and you have learned any word, use that again and again. People will call you mad because they will say that, hey, why are you using this word continuously? Are you showing off your English in front of me? Just say, yes, I'm doing it. Just do whatever you can, okay? So you need to use that word if you're learning any word, and if you're not using in your conversation, you will forget it. I bet that you will forget it. So whenever you have remembered or revised any new word, just use that in your conversation. Whenever you get a chance, speak this word or vocab. Use that in a sentence and speak in front of anyone. Learn the vocabulary you need to study. Whenever you're going to interview, you need to learn the words that is going to be used in interview. When you're going to conversate with your friends, just learn the words that you need to the words that you are going to use in your conversation with your friends. So it's really important. Try to learn slangs that you're going to use with your friends. Try to learn some polite words that you're going to use with your boss, that you're going to use with your teachers. It's really important and fun way to learn English. Next tip is use visual dictionaries when language is mixed with graphics and learning is enhanced. Therefore, find visual English language dictionaries to learn words faster. What is it? It's just a book. You need to purchase it when you are searching any word. With that word, you will be able to find pictures, and just because of it, a picture will really tell you. Picture will tell you that what is the meaning of word and in which situation you need to use that. Next one is next tip that I'm going to give you is make your own vocab tests. Just make yourself ready to it. Just like if there is no one who is doing practice with you, if there is no one who is doing test of yours, so don't stop. You need to do everything with yourself. Sometimes the best way to know where your vocabulary needs improvement is to create tests for yourself. For instance, you can try to find how insensitive your business vocabulary is. Just try to fix an issue that comes up. Just like you just look at any stuff that is laying in front of you and just try to talk about that. Just like there's a book in front of me, I can talk about that. Hey, that book, the name of that book is Basic English Grammar Composition. Hey, that is really impressive. Like the way how it teaches me, and the way it's really expensive too. Just like this, I'm doing few mistakes and I'm lagging in this just because I have never spoken these vocab before it, and if I have, then it's been a long time since I'm speaking about this. Next, finding a writing partner is really important. If you are having any friend who is trying to learn English with you, you are really in a great place, because 99% people does not have any friend with whom they can use their English or they can do conversation with them. So it's really hard to find a people who is learning English with you. If you're having any person who is learning friend with you, who is learning English with you, it can be in your home or your friend. It's really important. Just keep that with you, okay? Next, learn collaborations, okay? Just collaborate with your friends and try to have a topic of any vocab. Next one is use word clouds, okay? And word clouds make learning new vocabulary fun and adding the the great way to side it. To learn new words, clouds enhances your learning of new words. Next one is be creative and imaginative when learning new vocabulary. When you're learning about any vocabulary, just think that in your mind. Just think about that continuously, okay? It will really help you. Next one is avoid making random word list. Just don't talk that doesn't make any sense. Think about the words that you're using in your conversation. If your conversation is not going well, it means you are having a problem with your vocabulary. If you're not using any good vocabulary in your conversation, then your conversation is going to be worst. And if you want to make it good, you need to focus on your conversation. Listen to the people who is speaking right English in front of you. Listen to the people who is using good amount of good type of vocabulary in front of you. So it's really important, okay? And avoid making random word lists. Next one is use the dictionary you learn in your own way. If you are comfortable with any dictionary, read that. If you're comfortable with Google Assistant, use that. If you're comfortable with Google Translate, use that. Be in your comfortable level, okay? If you'll try to get out of that, it will be really hard for you to learn anything. Next one is learn group of words, just like phrasal. You must know phrasal verbs. So it will really, it's really important if you're doing any conversation with anyone. And sometimes learning a bunch of new words together can make them easier to remember. Like if you're learning one word in one day, it's hard to revise that. If you're learning 20 words in one day, it's really easy to revise that, because your mind is is conscious about that. I'll have to remind 20 words today. I'll have to be ready. And this is how your mind is already ready. I mean, yeah, already ready to learn new words. So it's really important. Next, describe the world around you. If you're not able to describe anything, look at everything and describe that. Just like there is a shirt in front of me, I'm talking about that. I will have to describe that shirt, okay? And if I'm going to stuck in that, I will understand that I really have a vocab problem, okay? So first, knowing problem is the biggest problem. Giving solution is not a big problem. If you know about the problem, you can give solution. But the problem is that if you don't know about the problem, that's a big problem. Next one is read more attentively. Just like when reading, pay closer attention to the words to ensure you're just learning new vocabulary. So don't let the hard word pass by you. Instead, take time to learn what they mean. If you're not be able to understand what is the meaning of that word and you don't have your phone in front of you, don't need to worry about that. Vision Spoken English is here to help you. You just need to understand what is the concept of that sentence, and with that sentence just try to understand what is the meaning of that word. Look at the nearby sentences. You will get the meaning of that word very easily. Next one is listen to the English music and follow the lyrics, I think it is known as, if I'm not wrong, lyrics, yeah. I'm sorry about my wrong pronunciation. Actually, look at the lyrics, okay? It will help you. Like, song can teach you a lot about a new language, and it will also give you the word which is really trending nowadays, okay? So you can always listen to great English music and follow the lyrics to, yeah, lyrics actually, to learn a new more words and in an exciting way. Videos with the lyrics on the screen are especially helpful, and there are thousands of videos that you can search on YouTube. They're just lying there. You just need to search that videos with subtitle or videos with the subtitle, I think. Yeah. So, and next step is create special vocabulary list. If you're really bad at remembering vocabs, just make list of the vocabularies. If you're going to sleep, just look at the vocabs and then sleep. If you're waking up, just look at the words and then wake up. So it will be really helpful for you. Next, apply the new word you have learned in daily conversation. If someone has said new word in front of you, don't hesitate. Don't think that he's really good at English. He's just good at vocabularies. He's not good at English. If you have found a new word, if anyone is saying with you, just don't hesitate. Just try to remember that vocab and just try to search that on Google, and then you need to use that vocab in your life, so you will go ahead, okay? And last one is set a goal for finding and remembering new words every day. You need to tell yourself that how many words are there that you are going to revise in one day. If you know if you know your deadline, it will be easy for you to complete that word within the time. Just look at yourself, how many words can be remembered by you. That's totally upon you. Just don't give yourself any pressure. Just don't give, okay? So these were 50 top tricks or tips, can be said, okay, that will enhance your vocabulary. And if you have liked that, just apply this, okay? Just apply this. Just don't watch videos. Apply this on your real life, because Vision Spoken English always wants you to speak English, and that is why I'm making videos just like this. If you want any video on a separate topic, just put it down in the comment box. I'm waiting for your reply on that, okay? So thank you so much for having this great video. Thank you so much. Have a good day. And in last, I just want to a request, just a request that please subscribe. I'm doing my best. There are hundreds of videos that I've uploaded till now, okay? And if they're helpful, just look at that. yeah, I think those are helpful. Okay, so this is not a channel where thumbnail is different, and in real life I'm not speaking other language, and I'm just considering that I'm teaching you English. Okay, so just support me. I just need support of yours. If I'll be, then it's just because of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.